Welcome back to Terra by the Bay. I'm David. Okay, so just browsing through Yahoo and came across this article by The Guardian about Marjorie Taylor Greene making the case to be Trump's VP. Now, I've read on a couple of times on who Trump might want as VP. Notice he hasn't really floated any names past anybody recently. And a lot of people ask, will Marjorie Taylor Greene be that person? And, we can debate in the comments whether or not he wants her. I don't think he does. Maybe if she looked like Lauren Boebert, he would. But let's find out. What's the energy around Marjorie Taylor Greene and the Trump vice presidency? To her credit, she says she's focused on being the star in her district and not worrying about the VP. But she thinks of herself as a star and a rising star that is a star in the Republican Party. So in her mind, she's the obvious choice. And she would be an amazing VP. And because she knows how to just cudgel people with her very blunt intelligence. She doesn't have a point. She doesn't have a sharp intellect. She's a club all the way through and through. I suspect she's making preparations for it. In this article, she goes, I know there's a list or a short list for vice presidency and my name's on it. She's planning on it. She wants this. She, in the back of her mind, everything she's doing is to position herself to be Trump's vice presidential running mate. In the past, we have the Page of Pentacles. She comes up with her little messages, her little things of value that she offers up in penance to the King of Pentacles, Donald Trump. She's basically positioning herself as an acolyte who just imitates what he does, but then amplifies it, makes herself the center of the universe, and then just beats the point to death. I mean, she literally is the walking embodiment of beating a dead horse, because that's the only opponent that she can take, is something that's already dead. Current situation, though, is the Knight of Wands. She's got her own issues that she's worried about. I don't know what's going on here with this. This could be January 6th stuff that's going on. She might also be looking at the political landscape, and she might realize that some of the political landscape has changed. And while she's safe in her district, she's not safe if she runs as a vice presidential candidate. You could risk everything on this one. There's also, you're opening yourself up to scrutiny. Not that she hasn't already opened herself up to scrutiny, but you're really opening up yourself for scrutiny from the national media, instead of being some curiosity from a red district in Florida or Georgia, wherever the heck she's from. I think it's Florida. You're really opening up yourself on a national stage, and then all of a sudden, stories are going to come out about your behaviors and stuff that you've done that you don't want to talk about or have talked about. Overarching energy is the agreement. She probably is talking with Trump. I bet you she coordinates with Trump on a lot of things. Not the least of which is the stuff in the House, where she coordinates with him, when she was like McCartney's right-hand man or second in command or whatever you want. Trump was the person behind it. She's trying to do everything she can to curry favor with this guy. And again, Trump, other readers, I think, have mentioned that Trump he doesn't really like her. She's trash. But, she's a useful tool to him. She's just trash. This could very well be Trump like, do I not have a better choice? In the end, he chooses somebody else. He's not going to choose her. Again, she's a tool for his use, but he doesn't want her as his running mate. He would rather her be in the House of Representatives stirring up stuff than being his VP. So he'll proceed on with his choice, but I don't think it's going to be Marjorie Taylor Greene as far as that goes. Again, she's making plans for it. And this could even be, you know what this could also be? Maybe there's an agreement that she is the VP, but then Trump flees the country, thus torpedoing the campaign. And then she's got to go back to the House and, do her job. And she has to be really careful now. This is an alternative reading to that, but this fits as well. If Trump leaves, if he agrees to have Marjorie Taylor Greene and he leaves the country, she's in trouble. She no longer carries the big stick and beats people with it. She has to be very cautious as to what she does, because she's now linked to this guy inseparably and all the agreements that they had together. And that could end up being her political undoing, because the campaign attack ads pretty much write themselves, not only from being primaried by somebody else, but then facing a Democratic opponent who, if she's the Republican nominee, can point out that she basically is a traitor to the country. So, VP-ship, I'm not seeing it. Not seeing it. Either she's told no, or if she's told yes, he runs. It's like waking up the next day. She looks really good at 2 a.m. Oh, that's not fair. That's mean. That's catty. That's snarky. And we're all better than that, right? Right? We're better than that, right? Yeah, entertainment purpose only. We're better than that. Okay, I'm going to hell for that one. There's going to be a life review demerit for that little snark, but if it made you laugh. It's what we put out there, right? But people laughed. Oh, I was going to throw on something here. What was? I've lost my train of thought. I'd hit pause, but Lord knows what'll happen. The blow up the internet or something along those lines. Oh yeah, why not? So, the other question we all want to know with Marjorie Taylor Greene. Let's all say it in unison together. Is she the RNC DNC bomber? The death card. Okay, well, as we talk about January 6th, January 6th is really going to be an undoing for her. I think her wonderful lifestyle that she's enjoyed over the last 6 months is coming to an end. Yeah. So as much as I throw about the Unabombers, something's going to come out that's going to put an end to her reign of terror. She's profited nicely from this, but stories are coming out, and she's going to be confronted with this, and then she has a choice. This is going to be kind of like the, resign or suffer the consequences, or, cop a plea deal or suffer the consequences type thing. But a decision point is coming up here for her. In the past, we got the strength card. I don't know what the bomber card would look like in this deck. In the past is the strength card. This is about mastery, but Marjorie Taylor Greene doesn't have a lot of high energy about her. It's more so. This is more like bullying or forcing your will on others. It's weakness, but again, because bullying is a sign of weakness on something, or more to the point, it's like she overplayed her hand on something. And now we might have a female judge or somebody like our female prosecutor that's coming after her. Something has happened in here, overplaying her hand, and now somebody's coming after her. And again, we have a decision to make. Oh, okay. It looks like it's going to be money. This could be This could be a prosecutor in Florida or something along those lines. Or again, this could be a federal prosecutor. They're looking at money, how she's enriched herself, and where did all this money come from because we know what your salary is. We know what speaking fees you claim, but you seem to have all this money, and you just went through a divorce, no less. Where's all this coming from? Lesson to be learned are your false friends. From the ex-husbands to the people that you've insulted that have no problem calling a tip line on something that you've done. And whatever she did, it was foolish. Whatever she did, it was foolish. And there's a decision to be made. This may not be her planting the bomb per se, but that doesn't mean she wasn't involved in that. Because something like that is kind of in her wheelhouse. You know what I mean? This could be her, making arrangements for payments for somebody to do the deed. Not herself, so her hands would be clean, but finding somebody else to do your dirty deed for you. But because you didn't take care of that person, they're going to walk and they're going to talk. Just like that Knight of Cups is, the false friend. If you were a false friend to somebody and you put them in a position where they broke the law, you know what? Yes, I was the person who planted that. But let me tell you about the people that were paying for it. The insurrectionists are the ones who have all served the prison sentences right now. But we haven't gotten to the stage yet where they're going after the people who financed the coup. And those are the ones that are going to get the bigger prison sentences whenever those charges come. Because they seem to be a long time in coming. Was she the person who planted the bomb? Still not seeing it. Was she involved with it? Entertainment purposes only? It wouldn't surprise me. If she was involved in it, will it impact her political career? Something's coming up that's going to impact her political career. Don't know what it is, but it could be something to do with that. Okay, we'll leave you with that one. VP? Most likely not. If she is, Trump flees the country. like the guy who woke up the next morning and saw what was sleeping next to him. Or she's just told no. And then, January 6th bombing things, maybe not didn't plan it, but she might be involved with it. Her political career has come. It's already hit its zenith. It's on the way down. Not as fast as George Santos, but it's declining. So, don't get too anxious over her. She just makes a bunch of noise because she's an empty can, and they rattle the most. Thank you for supporting my channel and watching these videos. I appreciate it. Thank you for all your kind words and everything you do to help feed the YouTube algorithm so my video makes it out to wider range of viewers. To new viewers, welcome to the channel. I hope you found this reading insightful and mildly humorous, and I'll catch you on the next one. Take care.